8 most disturbing things caught on dash cam footage. If these aren't that disturbing, I'm sending my testicles to 3 people in chat.
This first dash cam video was captured in Australia. 2 men in a Mercedes are driving down the highway when, through their rear dash cam, a car is seen quickly approaching.
Okay,
It
swerve!
then swerves around the 2 guys before getting in front of them and slamming on the brakes, clearly trying to run them off the road. But what first could be
What the
written as
hell?
road rage
This nigga pull out an axe?
soon takes a more serious and disturbing turn. The 2 men notice the driver has an axe and is now waving it out his
What
window,
the hell?
threatening them.
Oh, he's got an axe, dude. Like,
The fuck?
what are you doing? Oh,
Is there context we missed?
distance, bro.
Why is this happening? Why? What? You know what I'm doing, guys? I'm switching my shit to sports plus mode, and I'm flooring it. I am SpongeBobbing this bitch. Yeah! Floor it! Or a U-turn. Oh, this is the back cam. They're following them. What the hell is happening?
A sudden and unexpected encounter forces the 2 men to take a quick U-turn to lose the guy, but he continues to follow them. The situation is then taken.
Oh, he's on his
further
their
when it sees
tail.
The next exit and approach a roundabout.
Whoa!
Oh my
Keep driving,
god.
Holy. Bang, cool cops. Yeah.
A nigga like me would choke. I would choke.
Oh, keep going. Just keep. Oh my god.
I would choke in this situation. What the hell is wrong
2
with
times
this
the
dude?
Mercedes is rear-ended, the second of which causes the attacker to spin
Oh,
out.
it's a Mercedes too, bro. That car's too precious for you to be doing all that, man.
Sending him off the road. This allowed the 2 guys to get away. They would then drive to the nearest police station.
What did
where
they
would
do?
report what had just happened. When police arrived to the scene of the crash, the car was gone. However, a few hours later, they would find the vehicle on the road, and from there, the driver was arrested. Later, the owner of the dashcam footage would give the video more context. Apparently, the driver chasing them, for whatever reason, was 100% convinced they had robbed his house the night before. But obviously, this wasn't the
That's
case.
how they got the Mercedes. So they were in the wrong. He didn't think he knows they robbed this house. Ah.
In August of 2018, Justin Bilton and his 70-year-old father were camping at Glacier National Park in Montana.
Okay.
They had only been in the park for 3 hours when they were informed of an immediate evacuation of the area.
Jesus.
A forest fire ignited by lightning the previous night had gotten too far out of control. However,
Lightning or
by the time
Azula?
they got the evacuation notice, unknown to them, the only road out of the park had already been engulfed by the fire.
Oh shit.
Do I go? We're gonna find out up here in a minute, aren't we? I think we can drive through this. What? Dad, what if the car blows up?
Dad. I like life. I might be a mistake to you, and you may not like me, but life, I'm enjoying it. What do you mean we're dead?
Dad, this is insane. I know. We don't want to get trapped in here. Easy. All right,
True.
We're good. Slow down. There's a big rut here. Just slow down. We're out of that fire. We're not out of that, Dad. We're not out. We're good, though. What?
Oh, this is
Easy.
crazy.
You can't see. Just go easy now. Easy. Dad,
This is-
the car's heating up. It's gonna explode.
This is crazy.
Dad, what if a tree falls on us?
Nah, okay, the dad keeping his composure is crazy. This dad's kind of fired for this. His composure is crazy because I would be just like this kid driving right now, freaking out.
Dad, we gotta get out of here. Back it up.
A fallen tree is seen directly in the middle of the road, trapping them inside the park.
Damn.
They had nowhere to go but back, so they ended up reversing through everything they had just went through. When they reached their campsite, they abandoned their car and desperately started running towards a nearby lake. By some miracle, there they would find 2 park employees in a boat on the shore of the lake. Justin and his father were rescued and taken to safety, leaving everything but this horrifying footage behind.
You better hope there was nothing important in that car. I'd be pressed because you know they're not going to be like, oh, don't worry, we'll give you some compensation money. No, if you just lost the whole car and you have to just continue life like you just have money at your disposal.
This dashcam footage shows the armed robbery of a cab driver. The driver, Ralph Valletta, had just started his shift. This was his first ride of the day. He was stopped at a light, and the rider can be seen in the back slouched down. But abruptly, he sits up and demands Ralph give
Jesus
up everything
Christ.
he has.
the robbery, man.
All right, hey.
Give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
All right.
I need it now.
All right.
We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man.
This nigga say we can do this the easy way or we can make it the hard way. Wearing all pink. This man is the butter biscuit robber right here.
Keep your hand where I can see
This
them.
strawberry sweet cake robber. Nigga straight out of the Powerpuff Girls.
I just
Let me see
started.
your wallet. Let me see your.
I don't
The
have
strawberry
anything in my wallet.
shortcake murderer.
Easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now if you don't want to die, man.
Okay.
Give it all to me now.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to the rider, a police cruiser was stopped at the same light directly behind them.
No. The level of stupidity. Yeah, you're definitely the strawberry shortcake robber, bro. Because the level of stupidity is ridiculous.
At some point during the robbery, the light to the lane they were in had turned green, and seeing that they weren't moving, the officer put on his lights and got out to investigate.
I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't
Give me
carry
your
it.
wallet and your phone. I need your wallet.
No, please don't give me my phone. I need that for my. There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us.
Wow.
Lifesaver! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Almost immediately, the officer would realize that
R.I.P.
a robbery was
strawberry
taking
shortcake.
place. The rider was arrested.
He said
and
he's
later
crying
charged
so
with
hard. This nigga thought he was gonna die. What did you want him to do? He had a gun to his head. You think he should giggle? Like, yeah, thank you, you're a lifesaver. Ah.
This dashcam footage was captured in the streets of Taiwan. Right away, it's clear the video takes place in the midst of a storm.
Yeah.
A storm where the winds are strong enough to
That
throw around
storm
debris.
looks bad as hell.
At one point, debris is even seen flying against the windshield. But little did the drivers know that an actual tornado was forming right behind them and quickly heading in their direction.
Oh my god.
I didn't know you were allowed to keep monkeys at home.
The dashcam footage captures the exact moment the tornado went through
That nigga formed right in front of him.
directly through them. It was even strong enough to lift vehicles off the ground, which can actually be seen with the white van that pulls out onto the road. The wheels of the vehicle leave the ground, and it begins to get full-on dragged by the tornado, seemingly disappearing. But once the tornado passes, it can be seen much further down the road, wedged in
Wow.
between two
Oh my
trees.
god.
More concerning, however, is the person that gets
What's this nigga doing?
thrown by the tornado on the right side of the road. Unfortunately, this woman would suffer major injuries and would be taken to the hospital. The storm would go on to produce further
There's a woman
damage in the
there.
form of 50 inches of rain that would cause multiple deadly landslides. This video was taken in Russia. It shows the dashcam footage of a man driving down a desolate and long stretch of dirt road.
This is a movie setup.
Then up ahead,
What is that movie where it's like a bunch of cannibals in the woods and they're trying to hunt down people, bro? That's what this reminds me of. Nick, I am driving right around into this, whatever this field is, I'm going backwards.
and is a car parked in such a way so as to block traffic.
Wrong turn, maybe.
Two men with baseball bats begin walking up to the driver, and that's when it becomes clear that this is a robbery, and the parked car was an intentional makeshift roadblock. The driver tries to escape, but the two men get in the way and do their best to prevent it.
Is this man getting ran up on by a baseball bat? Mike, a baseball bat. Two baseball bats. This is insane. Getting pressed by baseball bats is insane, bro. You are in a 2-ton
Fortunately, the
piece
driver
of
had a window
metal.
of opportunity and took advantage. He slammed on the gas and was able to get away unscathed. He then drove around the roadblock and was free.
I would have been out of there,
In
personally.
late November of 2015, a large catastrophic bushfire broke out in South Australia.
If you ask me, Spurt, buddy, this looks more like more than a bush. Yeah, I don't think a bush caused all this smoke. That's just my personal opinion.
Cam footage was captured by one of the fire trucks responding to the incident. Right from the start of the video, enormous smoke clouds are shown, depicting just how large the fire had gotten.
Yeah, that's not a bush. I'm sorry, bro. That's just not a bush. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You telling me a bush started this? Come on. Was it George?
As the trucks continue forward, visibility gradually worsens. It gets so bad to where
You're
the fire
telling them
trucks
to
are
run.
forced
They're
to
the
stop.
fire trucks, I'm pretty sure.
Then, in the distance, the fire itself can be seen, spreading towards them
This looks
unnervingly fast.
terrifying.
Here it comes, a hit's coming. Nick, slow down.
Ready your weapons!
We're gonna go in a burn over very, very quickly now. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Oh, this is a blue fire. Hold up. Is that talkie dust?
Burn over, Scotty, burn over. Burn over, Scotty.
What the hell is happening? Jesus!
A miscommunication between the two trucks resulted in a collision. The truck in the front was attempting to back up out of the fire, while the truck with the dash cam was entering what's known as a burnover. A
What is that?
burnover is a
What does that
fire
mean?
truck protection protocol where the truck stays in place and the crew deploys Velcro blankets to protect themselves from the heat. Water is sprayed outside of the vehicle to keep it from catching on fire.
Okay.
And the inside, breathing masks are used by the crew. During this
So
protocol,
they couldn't
however,
see it.
the crew from the truck in the front can be heard desperately explaining how they didn't have water for a burnover.
Oh,
Or rather, their
shit.
truck's sprinkler system wasn't working properly.
Oh.
They couldn't stay in place and were forced to drive forward in the hopes of escaping the fire, which you can actually see in the video as the truck fades into the distance. Fortunately, this move would end up saving their lives. They would make it to the other side of the fire.
Okay.
And everyone inside the truck, as well as
Survives.
the one with the dash cam, would make it out with minimal injuries.
Okay, cool.
This footage was captured way back in 2012. It takes place near an airport in Moscow, Russia.
Not an airport.
The airport is
No.
right next to a highway. And
No.
on December 29th, this dashcam footage would capture the disturbing moments a plane missed the runway
No.
and crash landed just on the right side of the
What
highway.
the f- How did them niggas miss? How do you miss? I've seen runways. Okay, I've seen them. They are huge. How do you miss?
It turns out the plane had mistakenly overshot the runway because of bad weather conditions, so when it landed it didn't have enough room to brake. This left it no choice but to go directly into the highway, causing plane seats and other debris to shoot towards passing vehicles, all of which can be clearly seen in the footage. At the time of the crash, the plane was only carrying crew members. No passengers were on board. But unfortunately, 5 of the 8 total crew members would lose their lives. The driver of the vehicle with the dash cam would make it out unharmed.
That's one crazy ass way to end a video. Jesus.